Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about top 10 things I wish I knew or she wish she knew before getting married. What things did you expect about marriage that turned out differently?
That's actually a good question. One of the things that I was expected that we would never have a fight, because in our engagement, like, we were really very peaceful couple. We literally didn't have any fight in our engagement. So I was thinking, okay, we understand each other and everything's gonna be fine. It is after married, but like, marriage life has a lot of responsibilities that it end up with arguments happen like each week. That's something I didn't actually expect it.
I feel like what I didn't expect is how better, in a sense, life is gonna be, because a lot of the big things that I hated doing is taken care of. It's not that she's hating doing that, because she's a woman and she likes that aspect of life. It's actually helped me a lot. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking like things gonna be almost similar. I'll have more responsibilities, even though I do have a lot more responsibilities, but the things that's off my shoulder, for example, cooking, thinking of what to eat, things of that nature, is taken care of.
So what's one thing you saw it would be easy but it found challenging for you?
I think for one of the things that I found difficult is connecting with the in-laws. For me, mainly because of the language issues, it requires a lot of planning, thoughts. They might be busy at the time, so it takes a good chunk. It doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that it requires time more than what I thought it would.
For me, it's actually like, I don't know why, but I was having such a wrong mentality about being in a long distance relationship. I was thinking that's gonna be totally fine and I will love it because it's gonna give me like more space, but it ended up with such a horrible feeling. Like, I don't recommend it.
So did you think marriage would change your daily life, and how has it actually changed?
No, I didn't think that marriage is gonna change my daily routine or anything like that, but it ended up with actually change my daily to be more organized and have a goal. Like, I'm not just the lazy person who just wake up and take a breakfast and that's it. No, now I have more goals, I have more responsibility for me to do.
I think to some extent it has made it easier, because a lot of the things that we share and she's great at, she's doing that, and the things that I'm great at, I'm doing that. So kind of like a burden is shared now, a little bit more responsibility, which is not too much to handle.
For you, it become easier, not harder?
No, for me it definitely become easier.
So the next question is actually a little bit interesting. So what surprised you the most about marriage?
The thing that really surprised me is how close you will get to this person, right? I thought I'll be very close to my parents or my mom, for example, or my sisters or my brothers, but turns out that I'm more closer to this person than anyone else I've ever even thought of, to the point you're so close that there's nothing more outside.
You don't feel it like you all of a sudden you feel yourself like close to him in a level that you feel like it's the same person, so I cannot hide my thoughts away from him. Anything in my brain, I'm just sharing with him.
So tell me, how do you wish you had prepared for this argument in marriage?
I didn't wish to prepare for that because we already have discussed that before getting married, and we actually discussed this in the last video. So whenever we have any disagreement or conflict, then what we're gonna do is that, like, just to go to what Islam say to us, or we have a structure for that. And if you want to know it, we'll just go to this link and you will just check the video.
So I'll give you an overview. Like, the structures we have said is about Quran and Islam as our stepping stone. That's like the first thing, that's the lens through which we see. If everything's all good from that perspective, we'll go down to the next level, which is whose responsibility it will come under, and then they will decide if we do XYZ or if we not do XYZ. And then the third one is who wants to do it. For example, she wants to do it and I'm okay with it, I'll let her do it, right? And the third one is what other people could think, or your parents, I mean, or your siblings. Based on that, you can do XYZ.
Okay, so the next question is for you. Did you understand how important communication would be, like, after getting married?
I knew it's important because we hear it from everyone else, right? Everyone is like, communicate better with your partner, but so important to the point, like, the thoughts you're thinking, that needs to be shared. For example, if XYZ happened and you didn't like that, so one, you can get a confirmation of, yes, this happened for XYZ reason, or that you took it in a very wrong way. So either way, you want to share that. So not just what has happened, I'm talking about thoughts of what has happened.
But before getting married, I wasn't actually thinking about it a lot, but after getting married, I understand how communication is actually matter, and actually advice for, especially for girls, like, don't hide anything. Whenever it's in your soul or in your pen, don't do any assumption like about what the other person is thinking. Just whatever in your head, share it with him or with her and try to listen.
Question I have for you is, what personal habits did you have to adjust after marriage?
Okay, so it's just a childish thing that I used to disappear from all social media, just open my close my phone, don't be in contact with anyone for 1 week or something like that. And that's something I used to do whenever I feel like, oh, I'm overwhelmed or something like that. But now, or after getting married, I cannot take any break like that. I have to be with him all the time. That's something I let it go.
For me, I think one of the biggest habits is, as a guy, I'll just get up, change, take shower, change, and leave, which is probably in 10 to 15 minutes. However, I cannot do that anymore. I have to give 30 minutes to an hour advance notice of what we're going to do and when we're going to leave. And when she's all ready, probably like 10 minutes before I'll start getting ready, and then boom.
And it's gonna be a trouble for him if he just get ready and go without even telling me. That's gonna be such a bad day for him.
Exactly. So this is something you have to understand. Even though this sounds like a silly idea, but this is something you have to understand. Like, now you have two people to take care of.
Okay, so that is my favorite question. Has marriage helped you grow as a person?
A lot. So one of the things that I know that I'm doing and I need improvement is great. I can improve it because half of the battle is knowing what the problem is. So if I know the problem, I'll figure it out. But the interesting thing is, there's a lot of things that you don't know that's happening within you. And if you don't know, then there's no problem, even though there is a big problem from outside perspective. And by having the person, I'm able to see that. I'm able to self-improve that through the lens of her eyes, because she can translate, oh, I don't like this or that, and I can fix it. What about you?
For me, as a girl, I wasn't just responsible because my mom is doing everything and I have no responsibility. So marriage make me more kind of responsible person and careful person, more than before even.
Alright, so that question is, what have you learned about the teamwork in marriage that surprised you?
My answer is also gonna surprise him. Men is all the time right about anything outside of the house. So I have to actually trust them, and trusting them is not gonna hurt me at all, even though if I don't like what I'm hearing or I don't like what we're going to do, but it's gonna end up with something I actually would like because he know better.
I'm surprised.
I don't want to say that.
I thought I would never hear that in my whole entire life.
Honestly, like, that's actually something it's hard to actually admit it, because as a girl I don't wanna admit this, but it's actually true. Like, they know everything outside of home. We just need to trust them and makes them know that we trust them, because when he knows that I trust him, he will do his best to just make the everything right for me.
If you look at the Islamic perspective, so those are the things that the guy is responsible for, and I think by default we have sort of sixth senses that we know what is right and wrong, or we've been in trouble so many times that we kind of know and have the experience of, while girls aren't really that familiar with good or bad.
What about you?
One of the things that really helped me is that the fact that you have a partner in each situation, right? For example, you don't want to go to gym, you have a partner to kick your ass. You don't want to go to work, you have a partner to remind of your responsibilities. If it's only for you, you'll give up. But if you have an external reason attached to what you do and why you do it, you'll never give up, because you would know that if I give up, then I'm letting the other person down. Alright, so let us know in the comment if you have any other questions for us to answer. We love to answer your questions. Anything that doesn't make sense, let us know. We'll definitely jump into that. Until then, hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow with another video with my lovely wife. Till then, take care. See ya.